Did you cry?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cried. So I
cried.
built out most of this place. You know, you look around, all the metal, all the woodwork is me. I'm not perfect at it. Like all these tables are a little wonky, but I did it all. So a lot of times during the build out, I would question my sanity. Like, have I taken on too much? And we just opened a kosher place, so I'm involved in that. I just took over a space in Williamsburg. I'm involved in that. This space in Kentucky and this one. If I had tried to do that when I opened this, I would have been just blown over. With experience and time, I kind of have the courage and the confidence that, you know, I can make it work.
You have to walk through the fire to know you can come out the other side.
And not only that, like I know I can do it. There's no question. There's gonna be a lot of headache, but I kind of enjoy the process.
The following podcast is a Pie to Pie production.
Every slice tells a story.
How often do phone orders get screwed up? A busy restaurant, loud noises, it's easy to make mistakes, but with Loman, it can be a perfect order every time. Somebody that knows your menu better than you do yourself. This isn't some clunky chatbot. Loman actually takes orders, answers questions, books reservations, and processes payments. Loman AI, never miss a call, never miss a sale. Flat iron pepper. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Stop finishing your pizza with crap. Head to flatironpepper.com and join the Pepper Flake revolution. Otter is mission control for your restaurant. With Otter, you can manage all your delivery apps, in-house orders, menus, and sales, all from one place. No tablet chaos. From online ordering and loyalty to kiosks and handhelds. Run faster, smoother, and a little bit more fun. Join thousands of restaurants switching to Otter. Go to tryotter.com or click the link in the description to learn more. Maestro Sausage, hitting all the right notes for 100 years. We run a busy line at Hot Tongue, and Maestro is one of those products that just performs. We use their sausage raw on the pie, and it cooks perfectly every single time. Juicy, consistent, and packed with flavor. It's premium sausage that performs. Maestro, hitting all the right notes.
I don't drink as much of that as I used to. This was a hobby that got out of control. It's a whole other story. The state of whiskey.
The booze in here? Are those all that stuff is actually real alcohol, or?
Yeah, that's all real alcohol. That is real alcohol.
So what's up? Is this a collection, or you be drinking this shit?
Our customers drink it, but honestly, it's more. I got into it because I thought it was gonna be a marketing thing. At the time, there weren't a lot of great whiskey bars in Brooklyn. And it was kind of an easy thing. Every month we'd sell a certain amount of liquor and I'd put it back into buying more liquor. Started doing whiskey tastings and such. And it grew. I mean, I was into it. I, like most things, a good whiskey is kind of like a nice watch or a nice car. It's can be appreciated. But the reality is the pizza got busier and busier, and you're going to spend $100 on an ounce of whiskey. You don't want a kid like smacking you in the back of your back when you're sitting there drinking it. So it still exists, and I'm still into it, but I don't buy nearly as much as I used to.
What's the most expensive pour you have in here?
Something up there, probably like close to 150, 200 an ounce. And we're actually very reasonable. We have stuff that bourbon that people in the city will charge you $200-$300 that we're $35 an ounce. You know, I just don't bring it out because people will hammer it. But if you buy a couple ounces of other things, I'll go, hey, we got Pappy downstairs, and you ever had it, and you want to try it. But
you know what that is? I know about that Pappy. You know that?
Yeah, we got a lot of Pappy.
We got a lot
whiskey
of man now, dude.
We BTAC downstairs, and it's too valuable to open anymore. The bottle itself is $2,600.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
And did you buy it at that cost?
No, we buy it early. It's like $230. No, it's at wholesale. It's $230.
Okay.
Yeah. What's bad about whiskey and the game that really pissed me off and kept me from staying in it as much as I did is allocations. So liquor is 3-tiered. There's the producer, the middle tier, and the end buyer. And it's highly regulated, and they can do things where they hold back stuff and they want you to purchase certain things in order to get that. So Sazerac, which is the company that distills Pappy, they want you to buy, their line in order to support them, and then you get a bottle of Pappy. The problem with Sazerac is most of their stuff is bottom shelf rot gut. So, like Mr. Boston, that sort of
High school, baby.
yeah, like that has no place here. Instead of coming in here and going, oh my God, you're a great whiskey bar, we want your stuff here, it's buy all this crap that you don't need, and then we'll give you one bottle.
Yeah.
That's that sort of thing. There's also a
Pretty
big,
smart.
Pretty
Pretty smart marketing there. Come on.
It exists because it used to be more quid pro quo, like, hey, you buy this, for a like dance club, and we'll install your beer system, and that sort of like stuff got out of control, and so the state clamped down, and this is where we wound up. It's really not doing anybody any favors.
Yeah.
Retail has got the same problem. The small shops are just getting strangled because they can't buy enough inventory to support, the allocation. So,
Have you ever had Pappy?
No.
What's it taste like? Is it just smooth?
yeah, you want some?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you don't have to drink much of it, but yeah. Yeah.
If you're up for it,
I'll have a
Here,
drop of
why don't
it.
you go downstairs?
I'll let my whistle.
We started?
We're started. We could do it.
Yeah. There's a whole room full of liquor downstairs too. So,
Did you have an obsession with whiskey before you did pizza?
no, I mean, if you go back to the beginning, so Weeded, the name has to do with whiskey, so bourbon. So yes,
It's also a great name for a pizza place.
it is until weed became legal, and now everybody's like, "Oh, Weeded!" No, Weeded. But
Yeah, weeded, dose me.
the idea was, so as I said, I grew up in Kentucky. The now head of Maker's Mark went to my high school. I like Maker's Mark a lot. It's a weeded bourbon. My wife likes it.
What's weeded bourbon? I
It
don't know
has to
shit.
do with the so mash bill is what goes into the whiskey when they distill it. By law, bourbon has to be mostly corn, but the secondary grain is what they call a flavoring grain, and that's usually rye. But when it's wheat, the secondary grain, it's a wheated bourbon.
Okay.
Maker's Mark, Pappy, Weller. they're all-
Corn, huh?
Corn, yeah. It's
They ferment corn?
yep.
You're just drinking moldy corn?
Well, not moldy.
Old ass corn.
You grind up dried corn, wheat, and put it in a vat with water and yeast, and it bubbles away. It smells like beer, like a really noxious beer.
Yeah.
And that they drain off and distill that liquid because it has alcohol in it. It's basically beer. Yeah, we did. When we first opened, there was this brand called Weller, which is Buffalo Trace.
Good stuff, too.
We were going to buy a barrel. A friend of mine owned a bar in Williamsburg, and they were buying barrels. He's like, he just put it in his well, and it made a lot of sense. 3 months into opening in 2013, the rep says, okay, well, you're going to get 3 cases of Weller all year. I was like, and you can't get any barrels. I was like, all right, well, that sucks. So the idea of having a weeded bourbon in our well just kind of evaporated because they're just not common. And the price range for the ones that we could get is just not well priced, well territory, I should say.
What do you mean, like you can, like in your well, you were gonna get like what do you do with a barrel of whiskey at a bar?
You don't get you do get the physical barrel, but it's bottled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
and well,
like,
I mean,
what is
the
this shit
the
coming
well,
out of,
the well,
this coming
the
out of a gun, dude.
No,
You're
no, no.
Fucking,
no. Yeah,
selling
it's
just, like, old
again back to
wooden
that
barrels?
3-tier thing. They have to bottle it. They can't sell you the actual physical barrel because then you're a distiller.
Got it.
or
See, I know
warehouse.
nothing about
Yeah,
alcohol. I know.
Yeah.
I
know
listen,
more than I probably want to know.
I know about drinking it, but
Yeah. But 3 weeks in or 3 months in, they're like, you can't get your well whiskey. And I was like, we just named our restaurant after this style of whiskey because that's how we were going to kind of explain. It has nothing to do with the pizza. It's just a little tongue in cheek. It's this, and we couldn't do it. So,
is it more? It's alcohol focused.
the name was, yeah.
Yeah.
But tongue in cheek that wheat and flour and that sort of stuff, Since then, it's been a long time.
Do most of the customers come in for pizza, or is it like
Pizza.
a mix?
Yeah, no pizza. In fact, since the pandemic, everybody's down. It's down. We're probably 10, 15% down on alcohol.
Do you think that's ever going to go up? Like, how like things change, they come and go. There's,
I don't know.
Or millennials the last breed of heavy, insane drinkers.
I mean, my personal philosophy is it's natural to get fucked up. Like it's kind of like
It's natural.
It's natural. Like
I like that.
you look beyond humans. They're animals that kind of get fucked up, and you can lose your reality a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. So alcohol is one way, weed, whatever your choice is. So, I don't know why. I mean, I'm not a millennial, so I don't really know.
Well, it's these Gen Z kids, dude. They're not drinking.
Yeah, is it Gen Z or
they're all doing
what is
acid and
millennial?
mushrooms.
2000s. I'm
Millennials
I'm
like
70s,
85 to 96.
Okay, yeah.
What are you, Generation X?
I'm Gen X. Yeah.
Gen X, dude.
Yeah.
Some say the best generation.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Everybody says that, right?
Everyone says
their generation was
the best.
the
Come
best.
on. Really the boomers, dude.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah.
Sell your
And
houses.
they're not around anymore. Not too many of them. It's like Anyway,
So people are coming for the pie.
Yeah, the pizza. We've been lucky that the move that we made during the pandemic, I think, kind of upped our image or whatever. Before 2019 pandemic, I really wasn't much Instagram-y, even though that was my marketing plan, was to just Instagram. I'd do it once a week. But when the shutdown happened, after my head stopped spinning, we were like, well, our pizza is kind of Neapolitan-ish. Can't really put it in boxes. There's no delivery. I've never done delivery. Let's do larger pies, pickup only. We did time slots. We still do time slots. 16-inch. Dropped the temperature 150 degrees.
What were you cooking at? What are you cooking at now?
Actually, 150 is wrong. We were cooking at 750 and we're cooking at 650 now.
So did you completely change your pizza program? Because the pies don't look
a few different things
Neapolitan at all.
changed. Yeah, absolutely. They were like Neapolitan before, and now they're New York. We do a couple different styles of the 12-inch bar where we roll it out. The New Haven that we kind of crush, and our major pie is the New York style, which is just a regular stretch. One of the things that we do, I guess, is unique. We do cheese under sauce. It's not really unique, but there's not many people that do it the way that we do, like with the actual cheese slices, and it's a pain in the ass.
Why do you do it that way?
It's sauce forward. We did a taste test and sat my employees down. It's like, let's all try different pies, and everybody's like, we like the cheese under the sauce.
Yeah.
When we first started doing, we were using a globe slicer to slice our cheese.
Yeah.
Almost had a mutiny. We were gonna change, or then we got a old Bezerba semi-automatic slicer. I don't know if you saw it. It's got like a conveyor belt and a thing that kind of it slices. It's a conventional slicer, but then it flaps the slice down, and that still was very hands-on. And new ones are like 40,000 or something like that. We paid a few thousand for it, but it kept breaking. I guess a couple years ago now, I just happened to be on eBay trying to find a replacement for it, and there were two Bezerba A650s, I think is what the name is. I'll show it in the basement. It's a $150,000 slicer.
$150,000 slicer?
I own two of them. We got them for less, quite a bit less than that. Basically $20,000.
They just slice his cheese?
It can slice all sorts of things. but we use it to slice cheese.
Why do you have two of them?
Because there's one in Kentucky.
Ah, yeah, okay. Not two here.
Yeah, not two here. Actually, one of the hardest things I ever did was get that freaking thing in the basement. We had to build a gantry, pick it up, and drop it because it's like 1,500 pounds. But imagine a slicer on an arm, like a full-size slicer on an arm, rotating. And that's rotating. And there's a conveyor belt that it drops onto and slides it. So it'll shingle and do all this stuff. But the reality is I'd have to pay somebody to sit there and watch the slicer, for a couple hours every day. And now we can, one day a week, we do slicing.
So all your cheese is sliced?
All cheese is sliced.
Cool.
No, I shouldn't say that.
Maestro sausage, hitting all the right notes for 100 years. If you know me, you know I'm picky about ingredients. I only use the best. We run a busy line at Hot Tongue, and Maestro is one of those products that just performs. We use their sausage raw on the pie, and it cooks perfectly every single time. Juicy, consistent, and packed with flavor. No guessing, no babysitting, just quality. Now, Maestro chops and grinds their meat the old school way, so it never gets overworked. That gives us the signature medium coarse texture, and for us, it means it doesn't stick to our hands when you're topping pies. You move faster, you get better yields, and you're not losing product to gloves or washing it down the sink. It's premium sausage that performs. It's also the best tasting sausage around. That combination is really hard to beat. Maestro, hitting all the right notes.
The bar pies and the New Havens grated because it's cheese on top.
How long you been doing the bar pies for?
A couple years, I guess.
People loving those?
It fits a niche in that the 16-inch has got the conventional crust, and I tried to shrink it to 12-inch, and I couldn't get it to work for whatever reason. Like it kept breaking the cheese, and I just wouldn't just downscale. So one day I pulled out a rolling pin and just rolled it out, crushed it, turned it into a bar pie. Everybody loved it. It's much crisper, allows us to bake it a little harder. I like it because there are definitely pizza people that come here and they'll get 3 pizzas. They'll get a New Haven, they'll get a New York, and they'll get a bar pie just to try all 3. Because even though it's the same dough, they're unique.
Yeah, it's all different.
Yeah, it's different.
Your bar pie is 12 inches?
12 inches, yeah.
Nice.
And the New Haven and the New York are 16s. So.
How does how's it running 2 businesses, one that is hundreds of miles away?
Well, I don't run the other one. I mean,
is it a licensing deal?
No, it's we're co-owned by a good buddy of mine.
Okay.
So he partners with me. Myself, my wife, his wife, and David is his name, are all owners of that. He runs the day-to-day with his wife, and I run the day-to-day up here. They're minority owners in this one, and we're kind of equal owners in that one. And having grown up in Kentucky, the pizza there is different. I don't know. We've done well there, but it's also it's not a home run. You would think you would take, what is a good New York pizza and bring it there, and everybody would be like, oh, it's awesome. There's definitely people that still like Papa John's, and it's hard to convince them that, you pay a little extra and, it's good pizza.
So how long's that one been open?
Coming up on 2 years.
Did you think it would do better right away?
Well, it got really popular about 6 months in. And we're like, holy shit, this is insane. And I think it was the shiny new thing. That lasted, 3-4 months, and then it kind of calmed down, and then it was more, and we're now kind of in a natural, every month a little bit more, the normal thing you would expect. But in that, 3-4 months in, when we just started going gangbusters, holy crap, I'd have to go there regularly, and, David was handling it well, but then it slowed down. He was like, what happened? And, thankfully, we're covering our costs and profitable, but there's still, Kentucky is a huge opportunity in my mind, because there's still all those people that think that Papa John's or whatever that Louisville style pizza is great. And yeah, it has its place, but we could also like show that there's a different thing that that we do.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have pipe dreams of opening up a hot tongue outside of a city like Los Angeles, where maybe there's not as much there. I do.
Yeah.
I have this fantasy that everyone would flock there because
I had that same fantasy.
Yeah.
I would not cautionary, but I would say research it because there's definitely places that would work.
yeah,
And I think Kentucky is a different beast than maybe some other places.
Yeah.
That whole town. Louisville is a pretty sophisticated town, but it kind of overshoots maybe what its population can handle. Because I go in there and I'll go to restaurants and I'll read a menu and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. And then you get it. It was like, did you?
So you're saying the food sucks there?
Not that the food sucks. It's hit or miss.
Okay.
As opposed to New York, like there's a lot of shitty food in New York. But if you do a little research,
It's easy to find good food.
It's easy to find good food. The problem I found in Louisville is like maybe because the pool is smaller, is at least on Instagram you go and everybody's lauding this place. Oh, it's the best thing ever and whatever. And then you go there is like, it's all right. I've definitely had some really good meals in Louisville. There is good food there.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of places that I think that are kind of watching what's going on somewhere else and designing a menu, but not really having the palate or the skill set to pull some of it off.
Yeah.
Specifically in pizza, it's a different beast though. Like heavy cheese, thick crust. You present our pizza to somebody that's into that. It's like it's not always going to jive. They're not always going to have that. Oh, I get it. Like this is different. It's well done. Like ooh, it's not burnt.
Yeah, some people want like a soft, overly cheesed,
Yeah.
like sugary
Bready.
sauce. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty good sometimes.
They can be. I mean, I keep mentioning Papa John's, but like our go-to pie when I lived there was Papa John's, because that was kind of the best quality you could get that when I was there.
Yeah.
It's across the river too, so.
The Papa.
Yeah.
How did you wind up in this neighborhood?
So it's my first restaurant. Budget and not wanting to have competition right near me, which is kind of difficult in New York. At the time that we were looking, Neapolitan was still kind of on the upswing.
Yeah.
So the idea was we were going to do the Pauly G thing where we get a wood-fired oven, do Neapolitan. I built an oven in my backyard, trained myself how to do it, pulled some shifts at Pauly, which we talked about. But I couldn't find the space. When this became available, it used to be an ice cream producer. They have heavy electric here. And I was like, okay, I can make that work. At the time, a Pizza Shoals existed, and I was kind of like their pies. Never used an electric oven before. It wasn't common in New York. I think we were one of the first people to do it in New York.
An electric oven?
An electric oven for pizza. It was very rare.
What year was that?
2012 when we bought it. Yeah. And just talking to Moretti, was Pizza Master. The only people having Pizza Master in the country was Verasano in Atlanta. They were just had shown up. So Moretti had a larger presence than Pizza Master at that time. And it was just me on the phone. I couldn't reach anybody at Pizza Master because they were in Sweden or wherever they are. There was some guy in Chicago that was repping Moretti and picked up the phone, and I talked to him for a while, and we wound up buying some Amalfis. Actually, that's not entirely true. Our first set of ovens came from Naples, Florida, and used.
Naples.
Yeah, drove down there, picked up a truck, picked up the ovens, and on the way back, I stopped at places and had made deals to pick up other equipment, like our AC unit, and filled the truck up, got here, put everything, I shouldn't say everything, the ovens and a couple other things in a storage unit in Coney Island, and Superstorm Sandy happened. And it was on the first level, but it was like 15 feet in the air, the first level. About 2 weeks later, they called me and they go like, hey, you probably should come check out your storage unit. And I'm like, And, it's 15 feet in the air. What can happen? And I go there and I'm pressing the buttons to get at the door. There's water coming out of still in the alarm thing. That's not good. So we lost those ovens.
No,
yeah.
dude.
And then so we had to buy new ovens.
Is there an insurance policy or anything on a storage
There
unit?
was, and it was natural disaster, totally uncovered. So
What the fuck?
yeah.
So what do you do? What do you do?
We did a fundraiser actually for that one. Back then, I mean,
You did a little
Moretti's
crowdfunding.
were, I think we bought the replacements ovens for under 20 grand. So they've come up in price quite a bit.
Well, how much money did you lose in that storage unit?
Probably around 20 grand. So
Okay.
it wasn't. There was stuff. We were in construction, so I didn't want to take certain food items here.
Yeah.
But like the AC units were here and they were being installed. That
Okay.
sort of stuff. So we didn't lose as much. But one of the funny things that somewhere I have a picture. All these doors were in there, and they all got picked up. And dropped. So when you open up the thing, like it was hard to even open the door because there were doors wedged against it, and it's just a mess. Everything was. It looked like salvageable, but they couldn't open the door for the unit because it was electric, and just over the matter of a month, it rusted away. It was like
So then, what did you do with the ovens?
they went to junk. Yeah.
Did they scrap them for you, or did
No,
you have to take
I
them out?
actually don't remember where they went. Yeah, I think I had to take them out. And
How's that? How did you? How was that day? Opening that up and seeing that.
oh, it sucked.
Were
Yeah.
you? I mean, you're in the middle of construction.
You own a restaurant though. You kind of know. You
Did you
grow a
cry?
thick skin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cried. So
fucking
I
cried.
built out most of this place. We had a contractor that we started with, and they did some things that like I can do that. Like I can build a crooked wall like this. And why am I paying this guy? I was lucky in that, since I was young, I had built up skills and tools to kind of do this.
Mm-hmm.
You look around, all the metal, all the woodwork is me. I'm not perfect at it. Like all these tables are a little wonky, but I did it all. So a lot of times during the build out, I would question my sanity and like, have I taken on too much? And the drive home, I'd like tear up. But as I've done it more and more,
Yeah.
you kind of get used to it. We haven't talked about it yet, but we just opened a kosher place, so I'm involved in that. I just took over a space in Williamsburg. I'm involved in that. I've got this space in Kentucky and this one. It's kind of like, if I had tried to do that when I opened this, I would have been just blown over.
Yeah.
But now, with experience and time, I kind of have the courage and the confidence that, I can make it work.
Yeah. You have to walk through the fire to know you can come out the other side.
Yeah. And not only that, like, it's that confidence, and it's maybe like to a fault. Like I know I can do it, and there's no question.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of headache and that sort of stuff, but I kind of enjoy the process. Do I want to build out a full restaurant again? No.
No.
We did it. We did it in Kentucky. I did it here. Williamsburg got a kitchen, and it's basically lipstick and a couple modifications, but it's not big.
Well, let's come back to Williamsburg. What's the kosher thing you opened up? How'd that happen?
Gentleman approached me that saw what we had been doing, and said the kosher community, would appreciate this. And
Like a pizza?
like a well done New York slice.
Yeah. Like the kind of the
it's
way
a
you're
slice-
baking.
It's a slice joint. Like well done and well done. And my wife has worked for Jewish employers for a long time, and a couple of them were kosher. And through the years, she had kind of seen like their level of, or the options they had were limited. And she had always told me you would do well in kosher, but I don't know if you've ever explored it. It was new to me, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
There is a lot of rules, and some of them involve actually being Jewish and being religious, not just Jewish but religious. So as somebody that is not that, I couldn't do it. So when this opportunity came along, kind of like, that makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. In fact, of all the things I'm doing, I would say that may have the highest potential, just because my partner owns a sushi place and has 6 of them. And it's just kind of like there's.
Is he kosher?
He's kosher, yeah.
So it's a kosher sushi place?
Kosher sushi place, yeah.
Once again, this episode is brought to you by Otter POS Systems. Otter POS is mission control for your restaurant. I had the absolute pleasure of going down to the Otter offices in downtown Los Angeles to tinker around with their systems, and man, was I blown away. With Otter, you can manage delivery apps, your marketing, there's handhelds, kiosks, and an all-in-one POS system that makes your life easier. My favorite feature, and something that I think no POS does other than Otter, is seeing real-time sales from third-party deliveries. You can look at all the commission rates being taken out of your sales so that you truly have an understanding of what your numbers look like that day. It's clear, it's transparent, and it's something you can't get anywhere else. Boost sales with commission-free online orders through Otter itself. Loyalty, automated marketing. You can also run your restaurant on the go with the Otter Go app. Update menus, check sales, make your storefront live across every delivery channel, all from your phone. Your restaurant deserves better. Head to tryotter.com or click the link in the description to book a free demo and see how Otter can help you run smoother and grow smarter.
Yeah, I think the rabbi will come in and just walk through, and I can't identify a rabbi beyond that he looks Orthodox, and there's Orthodox customers. So almost, you just don't want to get in their way. Like they walk in the back, you're like, okay, that person knows what they're doing. Just get out of their way. They're going to go look.
So they come in there and like bless the food and stuff?
Not bless the food. They're looking to make sure that you're keeping kosher within the rules.
Got it.
Some of the weird things that we've come across. So we use King Arthur here.
Mm-hmm.
A mix of Special Patent and Sir Lancelot. For the slice shop, I was going to do all Sir Lancelot. It's like, oh, easy. Developed a recipe, had people here. We tested it. Go to order we're ready to open. We go to order the flour. They're like, I'm sorry, we don't have that until April of next year. With Passover, there's this rule that the flour has to be at least a year old, basically. I don't understand all of it, but they call it Yoshan. So there's meat, dairy, and then wheat kind of rules. And Yoshan
I just want some old ass wheat.
Yeah, I guess. I think it has to do with it can't exist can't be milled during Passover.
A certain time,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Man, this is all sounding pretty. I mean, I was vegan for a while.
Yeah.
Thought that was hard.
Actually, I got to thank you. I used your pepperoni recipe as a kickoff for a vegan pepperoni.
Oh, good. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. I added vinegar, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
A little acid.
Yeah. But it's good. They like it. Yeah, the kosher thing, the cheese is another one. Like, there are Belgioso as kosher, but it's not at the level that we are, so we can't get it. Grande, there's talk that some of it is, some of it isn't, but it's also not at the highest level. So we're dealing with local suppliers of kosher cheese, and it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't melt the same. The low moisture is like dry. We wound up using Munster, which for all intents and purposes is mozzarella. It doesn't have like the orange dye or anything like that on the outside. It's you taste them side by side. Some people say they swear they can tell the difference. Like,
they're full of shit.
Yeah, it's full of shit. It tastes like mozzarella. So that part's with. And there's other cheese like aging of cheese. If you keep to a certain level of kosher, you can't have an aged cheese and then eat meat within 6 hours. So they call it like triggering the 6 hour rule, so if you have an aged parm shred on top, you have to tell people like, this is an aged cheese, or we just make it optional, basically. So
And so this is in like a kosher neighborhood.
it is. Yeah. Jewish neighborhood.
How was that? How was that? How was that opening?
Good. So the first week training, Ari went away. We did good. I was there. This past week I went away and things got a little rough, but I think it's just training.
Yeah.
You got new staff. They got to learn what you expect and how to do it, because all the guys that we hired have pizza shop experience. I don't know how you hire, but I usually try to hire people that don't have experience.
Yeah. Well, now I do that.
Yeah.
Also,
we didn't have that luxury.
Should we move the car?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to break?
No. We're fine.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, they should be in my double park zone. Never seen that. Yeah, you got them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually the truck a couple ahead of you, but I'm just going to leave it. I know people know who I am. They'll come knock.
That's you?
Yeah, they'll come knock on the door and tell me to.
Truck guy, dude. I like that.
I should have had a truck for a long time. Do you have a truck?
No, I have a Honda Fit.
Okay, that's pretty user friendly.
It is great. The moment I'm doing. I always say you'll know I'm doing good if I'm not driving that Honda Fit. But I would I'd probably get a Tacoma.
Yeah, I got a Tacoma.
Yeah.
I've never had nice cars. Mine's like a 2005.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it
Sounds nice to
great.
me.
I also drive stick, and it's a stick.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I learned on.
love it. I love that truck. I should have owned a truck a long time, because I used to, when we built this out, I was driving a Honda, and going to get wood. I'd be folding things down and strapping the roof racks, and it's different. Even like dealing with equipment, you just throw it in the back of the truck. So it's also like a rolling storage unit.
It is. That's my car is disgusting.
Yeah, mine's too.
Just fucking gross.
It's totally utilitarian.
Yeah, it's my wife hates getting into it. Just she loathes that car, but it does the job.
Exactly.
I can't imagine like having something that I cared about.
In New
I
York,
already have enough
I
things.
could imagine it. I'm not good with taking care of cars.
Yeah.
Like, you give me a car for a couple of days, I'm gonna dent it somewhere.
Yeah.
But in New York, you like the parking spaces are so close, you're gonna get dented into it. Like,
When we were driving in Jersey, somebody rear-ended us.
oh, sorry.
We got hit.
You're okay, obviously. The car is
day.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, is that your bike, or is that your
That's one of
employee's
my
bike?
employees, yeah.
That's what I mean, those electronic bikes are pretty sick.
Yeah.
Just whip around on those.
Yeah.
Do you live far from here?
It's about 20 minutes
Yeah.
by miles, maybe like less than 5 miles.
What is this section of Brooklyn?
We're on the edge of Flatbush, but it's also like Midwood, Kensington. There's a bunch of neighborhoods.
It's like you're deep. Like we're
Yeah.
in Gowanus. Most places we were in Greenpoint or Williamsburg.
Yeah,
and
you're about halfway out though.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that direction.
Well, Brooklyn's fucking huge, man.
Yeah, it's bigger than most states.
Yeah.
Population wise,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So what is it? Pizza you're opening up in Williamsburg now?
Yes.
too?
Yeah. We took over a space. You know what? Earlier this year, we got reviewed or listed with the New York Times as one of the top 22 places in Brooklyn. And I'm getting older. It's kind of like, now's the time to take a shot. Like, let's go play with the big boys, see how we do. That's the idea. It's also, I've been doing this long enough. There's some ideas in my head that I want to play with. I like to have a bread program. I like to do some sandwiches. Probably, like, we're going to call it Weeded Tavern. So it's going to be maybe leaning more into the tavern style and maybe a pan. And the fallback will be the New York. Like, if it goes to shit, we'll just do what we do
So
well.
you're gonna have pans and bar pies or taverns.
Yeah.
It'll be that forward.
Yep.
Is it gonna be a bar too?
Yep, it has a bar. Yep. In fact, we're going through the liquor license right now, which could have been extremely easy if we're taking over a space. We assumed a lease. If we had kept them open within, and had the changeover within a month, it would have worked. We would have gotten the temporary license immediately, but now we have to go through the full process. And Williamsburg is very contested for liquor licenses because there's some bad actors there that
Yeah.
have been shitty to their neighbors. And we're kind of in a residential area. Like it's the BQE. Where'd you? I don't remember where Aces is, but you know where Bamontes is? Probably not.
We're
Anyway.
like New Yorkers now, though, so like we know stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Leonard Street. It's
Leonard, yeah.
Yeah. So Leonard crosses the BQE, and basically we're right as you go across the BQE. There's a brand new building that with all like weird geometric outcroppings and.
Do you? So you're not like phased or like think like, because it seems like you like you said you came to this neighborhood because there wasn't like you felt like there was no competition, but that's. I mean, I see Rocky's Pizza, dude.
Yeah, Rockies isn't our competition. No disparaging Rockies. I ate plenty of Rockies in my life.
But going to Williamsburg, like and like what you said, like a time to play with the big boys. Is it kind of does that matter to you?
There's a flip side of being out here is that I would put my pizza up against anybody's. Like I've tasted a lot of pizza. I know it's fine.
You're confident.
Confident. Like and your personal taste varies, but we can be in that league. We're just not in that area. So people have to travel out here. So we're a great neighborhood spot, and the neighborhood is treated us very well.
Yeah.
We're also like smallish, so even when we're busy, like there's only so much we can do.
Is the other spot bigger?
It is bigger, yeah.
You gonna have the same oven?
We're gonna get the new version of that, yeah. So and only 3 decks, but the new version's like wider and deeper, so you can put 16 inches easily.
Okay.
Whereas this one really is a little tight. You can't move one forward or have 6 in a deck. You only can have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other space has got a larger prep area, so we can play around. I mean, I enjoy, tinkering with stuff and as I said, bread. I like to get more into bread, sandwiches. It's got a hotline. I don't have a hotline here.
Hotline bling.
Yeah. Never had a fryer. Now we got a fryer. Cooktop, stove, all that sort of stuff is like, I don't even know what to do with myself with it, but
a lot of things you can do.
I know, and that's kind of as we were talking about. Like you can drown in the possibilities. I just need to get focused, get the pizza going, get the bar program going, get open.
Is it going to be a weeded?
It will be weeded, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Weeded Tavern. So, one of the ideas is we used to do bagels here. It's hard to do bagels because it's very like labor intensive.
Boiling them and
and you need a lot of fridge space. So we could do 500 bagels here. That's just not enough volume to make it work.
Yeah,
you need several racks full of bagels to really do it. So we potentially have that possibility too, to do bagels or breakfast or anything. I think that space, just because of the rent, we're going to have to be more open, like daytime and such. Whereas here we're only.
Are you going to do slices?
No.
No slicers?
No slices, no. Not going to get into that game.
Well, probably going to need a sign that says no slices.
Maybe. We'll see. But we're definitely going to have a restaurant feel. When you, like the kitchen's in the basement, so automatically it's going to have a different feel.
Just a full dining room?
Full dining room,
nice.
Yeah. Which has its own problems, but in New York it's not rare, so kind of people are used to it as far as employees, not so much customers. Customers don't care where your kitchen is. But
is it gonna be a pain in the ass coming up and down stairs?
That's the thing. One of the things that concerns me about the tavern is it's thin and it doesn't have a lot of mass. So like the time that comes out of the oven and gets to the customer, like is it gonna lose heat? We're gonna have a problem with that. So it's one of the things we're gonna have to play around with and see. But again, confident we'll make it work. Figure it out.
Yeah, well, you got to be. I mean, I've asked that question a lot on this trip. Like, you live in the pizza capital of the world.
Yeah, why would you open a pizza place here?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like almost kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
I think America's like, and not just New York, but America's appetite for pizza is almost insatiable. Like, I don't know. Some of the trade magazines have been saying, is it waning? But I think now it's maybe the chains are waning. But
Yeah, actually, a bunch, actually, like 3 people sent me that article, and then there was like some news reports about pizza shops closing down. But the shops that were closing down were like the numbers they were using were from Pizza Huts and Domino's and Papa John's.
Yeah.
I don't think the independent is closing down.
Is doing it,
I think those shops are probably closing down because more people are
did you
fucking
see
taking
the,
their Gosney into a brick and mortar. Loman AI is a very powerful tool that every pizzeria should have if you have a phone. On past pods, I've said throw your phone away, and this is me eating my words. You can pick a voice. We have Marissa. She sounds fun and energetic. And there's even like background noise to make it feel like they're calling somebody that's in a restaurant. To be completely honest, she can answer questions better than I can about my own restaurant. I'm not trying to replace any humans, but I'm telling you, nobody at my restaurant is dying to answer the phone. It just fixes a problem. It really creates a better customer experience. This isn't some clunky chat bot. Loman actually takes orders, answers questions, books reservations, and processes payments. Upselling is hard to train too. Please offer them a salad. Do you want a drink? It's just stuff that we as humans forget to do that Loman does every time. By not using Loman, I guarantee you're leaving money on the floor. Set up a demo and see for yourself. Link in the description. Loman AI. Never miss a call, never miss a sale.
Did you see the comment from Scars about venture capital and I forget what the other thing was, but big money involved in restaurants in New York?
No. What did
he was basically saying that it's killing the New York restaurant scene. But I think
Blackstone?
Yeah, that's sort of like investment groups going in.
Blackstone, if you're listening, I'll take the money.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
I think what that represents, though, is more the cost of opening a restaurant in New York is just fucking phenomenally like large. If you're going to do something in Manhattan that has any square footage,
Yeah.
Your rent is going to be astronomical. You got to hit the ground running, or you got to have money backing you up. So I think his point was that it's becoming soulless in that, but I would say that it's kind of jumping over a bunch of places like myself and most everybody you've interviewed that are independent operators that are small scale and just trying to make a go of it. They're not doing the Roberta's might be an example. Roberta's went to the huge Times Square sort of thing, but they started small and they got there.
So what are you saying? Like big investment groups are just like taking over restaurant spaces, like in the city, putting together teams, and then
but they're dumbing down the food in order to make sure that they make their money.
Yeah.
So it's
they put like
killing creativity and uniqueness just because they're not willing to take the risk. That's what I got from what he was saying. The reason I brought it up is more the idea that is happening in New York, and that it costs a lot of money to open a restaurant, but there's a whole other genre of restaurant that's much smaller scale that can't do the midtown, behemoths or, Soho spots. They're much smaller scale.
What's the difference between like rent in Manhattan in the city to rent in Williamsburg?
Not much
for the same.
Actually,
oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
So that's
Williamsburg can be very high. It depends on where you are.
What's your rent going to be at the new spot?
Around 10.
10K.
Yeah.
And what's the square footage?
15 over 15, so 20. Yeah, 3,000.
Oh shit, that's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, 1,500 is upstairs and 1,500 is downstairs. So
yeah, the basement thing is like crazy to me.
Yeah,
Here in San Francisco.
The people we took it over from had seating in the basement. It just doesn't.
Seating in the basement?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Could be.
I like that.
But yeah, it's kind of like seating in the backyard.
Do you have an elevator in there?
No.
What's up with ADA, dude? Is that a thing in New York?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's three ADA bathrooms in that space.
Wow. Okay.
And we had to do it in Kentucky too. There's 2 ADA bathrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're stairs. Somebody explained it to me why you have to do it, but and it made sense. But yeah.
I haven't asked anybody, but I've seen these. I didn't see these last time. There is the choking thing, like in New York, like a big epidemic.
No, it's just a mandatory.
A lot of people choking.
Rule.
around here.
Rules good. So you don't have choking posters in LA?
Dude,
No.
no.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a. I thought
It was
part of
funny
the
because
decor.
there's. Have you seen the ones that the Department of Health gives out? It's a very standardized looking.
I think so.
Yeah, and then there's like the one that we have, which an artist made. You just need the information, like how to perform the Heimlich.
I've seen like the choking these posters done in the branding of like the bars,
Yes,
restaurants.
the restaurants. Yeah, it's just a Department of Health rule. As
that a
is
new-
like no smoking, CPR kit located behind the bar.
Yeah, we don't have CPR kits. Is that always been a thing?
It's always been a thing. Yeah,
Have you ever saved someone's life?
not from choking. No.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. We had somebody slip and fall here, but they, by their own admission, they were drunk from somewhere else. That was about it. Just hit their head. They were okay.
Oh, that sounds scary.
It was scary. It was scary because a lot of blood. But thankfully, she was
God.
okay. She was okay. Yeah, and it was the middle of service, and we were busy, and it was right in front of our expo. And it was like, okay, so the restaurant basically came to a halt. We got to care for this lady. Ambulance came. They moved her outside to provide care. But yeah,
Day in a life.
yeah. Have you had any injuries in your restaurant? We've had a couple with employees.
No, I've only had one employee issue. One time we had this scissor gate, and the scissor gate,
Had the hand.
the panel. No, he didn't move his foot, and it fucking broke his foot.
Oh, so it's like a floor gate, not
No, so like the gate, the track that comes up and then locks. You have to put the track down to put the scissor gate.
Okay.
It just smashed his foot.
Sounds
Shout out
painful.
Christian, great guy, dude, great guy.
Yeah.
And that was the only workers' comp we've ever had, but that's what it's there for. He was well taken care of, and
Yeah.
we were lucky. It wasn't any like big damage, and he's back to work.
When we first opened, actually, two things. There was going to be one of those things here, and it was made out of this oak, and it was
Yeah.
fucking like 50 pounds. And thankfully, we never did it because it would come down and bam, and you just could see somebody's hand getting caught in that. But we used to carry our slicer from the basement up here because the basement wasn't finished, so we had to do prep up here. And one of the guys carrying it, he was all cool and stuff. He had his pants around his knees and slipped and fell and boop, 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 boop. Thankfully not much done, but he tore up his hand, bent back one of his fingers. That happened. And then do you have this conventional can opener, like where you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had somebody cut 72 stitches from one of those cans. Yeah. So now we use the one that crushes the outside. Highly recommend those.
Crushes the outside.
Yeah. So it just it squeezes that little part that sticks up enough
Yeah.
that it weakens. And
Yeah,
then,
because that fucking thing is sharp, dude.
somebody was pulling a garbage bag out of the pail, went up their leg.
Man,
Yeah.
dude. Oh.
That was a crazy week.
Them Stanislaus cans, dude. They're dangerous.
Yeah, but knock on wood, nothing too bad. So.
When you got in like the top 22 list,
Yep.
did this place go bonkers or what?
Yeah, it was a big upswing.
Yeah.
that lasted for many months, and still I think pull some weight. So I always happy to do that. It's one of the things being out here. It's you come to the city to be a tourist. You're probably going to stay in Williamsburg or the city. And even if you're a New Yorker, you're going to stay in your hood just because it's kind of a pain in the ass. So that sort of attention really helps pull people here. Because within the neighborhood, I think we're well liked and well accepted, and people that like us are regulars and that. But the bump that we saw was definitely from people that were coming from all over to see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty huge.
It is huge, yeah. I thought it would carry more weight in Kentucky. It really didn't, but we put the signs or the articles up in Kentucky too.
Did you try to push that? Have you gotten any write-ups or been listed in Kentucky?
No, I mean, one thing I would say about Kentucky, I think they need an actual food critic.
They don't have it? They don't have like Eater Kentucky?
No, they need it. They have Instagram, and it's
The state of Kentucky?
no. I mean, like
Louisville?
like the influencer. The influencers show up, but it's a group of like 20 people, and they all kind of show up when you open, and they all like, hey, nobody's harsh. No, it's all like, great new thing, love it, shiny, 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 and then gone. So it's kind of on you to promote yourself, which is good, but it also, there's nobody divining one versus another, and that, as a restaurateur, that's not my place to do that, but I wish there was somebody in Kentucky doing that for us. So
you got to hire that out.
Again, as a restaurateur, like I don't do reviews. Like I don't. I think maybe it was Google or somebody early on had told me, like, as somebody in the industry, you should not be rating other places. So I kind of take that to heart. You shouldn't be, criticizing or rating other places. So.
Yeah, but like hiring somebody to do your Instagram.
Oh, Instagram, yeah. Oh, my partner's wife does it. So,
okay. Yeah. You have somebody taking care of that.
Yeah. I mean, I like to be involved, especially in New York, because I like to have my voice, I guess,
Yeah.
And
you get on there.
Yeah.
You're active.
Yeah. I could for sure be a lot more. We were discussing that earlier. Like, it's a love-hate relationship. I'm naturally pretty shy and introverted, but around my business, I'm very happy to talk about it and knowledgeable and yeah. You got a question, hit me on Instagram, I'll do it. But like creating a video weekly,
not for you.
I just don't have it soaks up too much of my time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. For some people, like writing a letter or something like that, it would take me a day to write a letter, just because the thought process and going over it and such. But just my nature. So that to that end, maybe having somebody here doing that would be that. But it's a cost, and every cost has to balance with a plus side.
Yeah.
And how to get somebody to have your voice, I guess. How do you have somebody doing your Instagram? Yeah.
We had somebody that was shooting with me, which was really nice. It was like a collaboration. It wasn't like, I'll pay you, you come in, you shoot. Like, that was actually really nice, because paying somebody to shoot or like be able to direct or like have an idea and then have this person execute it and then get it back was a lot of fun. And I saw a lot of value in it. But the crazy thing is, like, a lot of the videos of just the pizza coming out of the oven and getting cut, there's more engagement in like a video that takes me 5 seconds to make, than me getting behind the counter and making like a funny skit or something.
Yeah, that's right. You used to do like involved skits, right?
We used to do full, like I would write a script and we would have lines, and it was, I would set up scenes. Do you find it as crazy as I do that we put the best ingredients in our pizza, our dough, our cheese, toppings, fresh produce, and then we put pencil shavings on our tables called red chili flakes? What is a red chili flake? We found out about Flatiron premium pepper flakes from a customer who actually brought us some. We were putting it on every slice we ate. It was gold. We were like searching for it like addicts in the back, just like, ooh, where's the Flatiron? Where's the Flatiron? There is no going back. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. The 4-pepper blend, which is actually the blend we have on every table at Hot Tongue, definitely has a higher heat level, and I'm a heat guy, if you know what I'm saying. It has the arbol, the jalapeno, the ghost, and the habanero. It's spicy. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Flatiron pepper, you are going to know the difference. In here, real peppers from Italy. Let's go. Head to flatironpepper.com right now. Use the code PIE2PIE at checkout. That's PIE, number 2, PIE at checkout. And any order over $25 is going to get you a bottle free of the sweet heat. Put that sweet heat in your cart, and any order over $25, that baby's gonna be free. Do not miss this chance to upgrade your pepper game. Head to flatironpepper.com right now and join the Pepper Flake revolution.
My partner down in Kentucky, David, he did one with a sock puppet. And it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And, it was our kind of sense of humor. Total lack of engagement.
Didn't land.
It didn't land. Yeah. And it was like the amount of effort he put into it was like, yeah, just not going to do that again. And it was like,
Yeah. I guess like we're kind of like in this spot right now where I want to just show our dudes making pizza and like having some fun and talking.
Yeah.
To getting to like know who's behind the counter there and show the pizza that we're making. Because I think that's what's important. It's like, what story do you want to tell?
Your people are down for that. So a lot of my employees don't want to be on camera. So I kind of avoid putting them on camera. But
I think Andrew and Michael, who are like pretty much the people that run Hot Tongue, they're a lot of the reason that I can go on trips like this. They say they're not down, but I've put the camera in front of their face enough,
okay.
and
They're natural.
They're naturals, dude.
Yeah.
They
Cool.
said no, but I said yes. No, that's not how it went. But yeah, they weren't like. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, here's an idea. Like, I want to do all these things. I want people to not have to come in here to see how great you guys are at what you do and who you are, and like let's show people how and why we do the things we do here. And because I think when you would go so far one way, and that's kind of what we had done, we did these skits that were really fucking funny. They were mostly for people within the industry. I like that becomes your brand. People start knowing you as like the funny pizza guy,
right?
And it's like
not necessarily the pizza guy.
Yeah, I think you got like you got this mixed up because we take this pizza thing very seriously, and like we believe like our shit is pretty good.
Yeah, your stuff looks good. So.
It is good, and we want people to know that. And it's a great tool, but I get it. It's a time suck. I just try not to like give too much care now to the engagement, the actual engagement. If I had fun making a video with the crew, we had a good time, we were laughing, and we thought it was great, and no one else thinks it's great, well, then I don't give a shit.
I think one of the things that happened for me in Instagram was I upgraded my phone. Like I used to have shitty phone. I used to be on track phone. Like that's how little into phones I was for the first couple of years. But started the pandemic, maybe right before the pandemic, I got a phone that actually could take a good picture and go.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important, right?
It's very important.
Yeah, and lighting. When we shut down, we actually took away this thing and had like natural light fluorescence up, so it was good light anywhere you took a shot in here. Like if you go back to 2020 and look at the pictures, they're like, man, it's just my phone.
Yeah.
So one of the things I struggle with here is like you get a good pizza and there's only a couple places in here that I could take a picture without like disturbing guests or whatever. I've always thought like maybe I should have a more sophisticated camera, but then that's
dude. All you need is an iPhone.
The phone keeps getting better and better and better. Yeah.
You need an iPhone, and then like I have these little lights. They're $40 a light, and it's dark back here, but you just grab your iPhone.
Now those don't create strong shadows, or that's much brighter than the one I got. Yeah.
No, I mean you just have to hit it correctly, but like lighting, like you said, is everything. I mean, you do have like nice, beautiful natural light, but if there's like a bunch of customers here, you can't get over there.
Yeah.
I think that's like where people take shitty pictures of their food. It's because it's like it's dimly lit. It's all light.
Yeah.
I mean, your pizza also still has to look good.
Yeah.
Which is some people's I've had pizza that just doesn't look good, but tastes delicious.
Tastes delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have that problem. Your pizza looks great.
Good. Hopefully it tastes good. Well, you'll have to try some.
But great.
Yeah. I went to art school. I didn't finish it, but one of the first classes they had was how to like photograph your own artwork for your portfolio.
Okay.
And that's when they tell you like, your fancy cameras and stuff, it's great, but light, you need light.
Yeah.
And one of the careers I had before this, I did really high-end imaging for a frame company, antique frame company. They would do stuff for like the Met and, the artwork in the Bellagio. It was like really high-end stuff. So they had like $100,000 scanner. And when I was there, the IBM was telling me like it's the levels of gray.
Yeah.
Which I think the cameras now are probably more sophisticated than what I was using. But if you think back where phones started, like you get in a dark room, like you just get those big blocky, pixelated stuff because they couldn't discern
what was
the
going
grays.
on.
Yeah. Anyway.
I actually did like a stitch incoming with an episode that you were on with Bruce, where he was talking about Dave Portnoy and how what you guys were talking about, how it's not like how if your whole business plan is to have a reviewer, an influencer come in, and like that's what you're working towards, then like you're fucked. You're not running a business. Yeah. You're out there trying to get lucky.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. And you've been rated.
Yeah, he came.
Yeah.
And it was, we got I think an 8.1, the actual one, and then he did the New Haven was an 8.2 or 8.3 or something like that.
He ate 2 pizzas.
He ate 2 pizzas.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
And it was.
Is he a cool guy?
I mean, it was a short time I was there.
He's a cool guy.
I have to say that there's a lot to unpack with Dave Portnoy. I think he has moved the bar of pizza considerably. I don't think we could have opened Kentucky without Dave Portnoy. And that's a big thing to say, but
that's
I think
big, man. That's big.
He has enabled a lot of the country that wouldn't be exposed to pizza that has color on the crust to it. So I have to, I don't want to give him a lot of credit, but you have to give him credit for that. Is he a egoist? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's really into himself. And I have a hard time with that, but but for our business, it was a phenomenal thing. Like there's people that would not have come here that are followers of his that came for that reason. And so for that, I'm grateful. Yeah. But
is that something you were like trying to get? Were you trying to get him out here? Were
no,
you, like,
it was.
him,
it had been so long that he had been out here so many times. It's like, I don't know what's going on, but he'll probably never come. Like there was several trips where either I had been told by other people that he was in the area, or you watch his shows, like he'll be in an area and he'll like 5 or 6 posts. Yeah. And you kind of say, okay, so he went to Luigi's and he went to whatever, he was in the area. So no.
I don't know how you rate like 8 pizzas in one day.
We were also at the end of it. So he literally had like a stack of pizzas. So I think we were very lucky to have done as well as we did. Because we were talking about how much pizza can you eat? Like it hurts after a while.
Yeah.
And that's got to like weigh on your decisions. In the middle of the review, somebody walks by and like with a big like booger hanging out their nose. It's a very like New York review because he does his thing outside. So, but I was here, and when I forget what he did. I forget how it went down, but anyway, I asked him what the score was and offered to make him the New Haven pie, which is the one that he scored higher because I had watched him enough to know what he likes.
He likes burnt pizza.
He likes well done pizza. Yeah. And so that was good. The one that the first guy was in the heater for a while too. So a lot of things went well for us that day. Like I could have gone like to shit. So.
Well, good. Some days you open up your storage unit and you lose $20,000, and then some days you wake up and you're in the New York Times. Yeah. I think that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, and you can't make it happen. You have to just keep doing the right thing to you as you can do each day, and you're gonna fuck up, and it'll happen.
How long did it take for you to kind of get to get some shine?
What does shine mean? Just some press,
some really good press.
I mean, actually, I think it's been the last 5 years since the pandemic.
And you've been open since 2012.
Since 2013.
2013.
Yeah. Yep.
And you said after the pandemic, or
During the pandemic, we changed, and New York Times came to review us, but they weren't reviewing at that time, so we didn't get a rating. It was that we put stuff in a box and it did well in a box. That was kind of the thrust of it. But
did you reach out to them, or
no,
they came through?
They came through, yeah, both times. Like they don't tell you
that they're coming. Was it Pete
yeah.
Wells?
It was Pete Wells. Yeah, he was still there, and actually
The Kingmaker.
he came back to talk to me once.
Cool guy.
It seemed like a nice guy. It's going to come because they fact check. The New York Times will call you and like, okay, something's happening. I can't tell you what, but is this correct? This correct? This correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that happened, and I think shortly after that he came again and just said hello. Yeah, but he's retired now, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing to remember. I mean, for somebody like me, I think press is important. I think influence is important.
Yep.
I think that lists are and aren't important. But getting a good review.
Oh, it feels good.
It doesn't really feel good, but like depending on where it's coming from, it can change your business.
For sure.
It can change the trajectory, and especially if like you're ready for a review.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like what I was kind of leading in with the Portnoy thing is like you can have this man or anybody come into your restaurant, but if you're not ready for what comes after that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we were lucky that we had been open for a long time and kind of could handle pressure.
yeah,
And like the kosher spot that we just opened, if we got crushed right now, we would, and we are getting kind of crushed.
Yeah.
We can't handle it. And we're actually like, we need to like control it.
Yeah.
Or we're just going to piss everybody off.
yeah. Well, what I was saying is like patience is quite the virtue. Like
Yeah.
if you continue to believe in what you're doing and you're confident in your craft, I believe. I mean, I'm sure I'll get all the roses in the world that I want.
Yeah.
It just doesn't come.
But you also don't get up and do what you do for that reason, but you believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't get up like. I mean, like knowing or thinking that I'm going to be in the New York Times.
Yeah.
But when it happens, you probably were like, finally.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because of course everyone thinks
we flew under the radar for a long time.
Yeah.
People used to call us the most under the radar pizzeria in the city. I don't think we are that anymore because obviously we've gotten some notoriety. But
Nice. How does that feel, being called the most underrated pizza?
it was good and bad. Obviously, I mean it represented the fact that we were not well known, but being acknowledged by my peers was important. So, yeah, it would be people like in the industry would be telling me that. So it's like, yeah,
that feels nice.
yeah,
right?
it feels good. Yeah,
I mean, if there's one person that can come in here that their opinion really matters, it's somebody else who does this.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time somebody, like, those are the people I'm concerned about the most. Like, you want to make sure, like,
yeah,
because you respect that opinion so much.
yeah.
Like that, there was like
And their opinion carries more weight because they kind of understand.
what all
it
this
is.
takes.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
There's this guy who makes bread in Los Angeles. He has a really big bakery, and one day I saw his name on like a toast ticket, and it was like the best day of my life. I was like, I can't believe this guy.
I came to see.
Yeah,
it.
like
Nice.
this is where he orders pizza.
Yeah.
And then I connected with him, and it was cool. Those are fun, cool connections.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they're real people too. Like,
And
some
it's
of them
a
get,
real
like,
guy. He's,
like,
he's buying pizza for his kids. He's like, oh yeah,
Wiley
like,
Dufresne, like he's like a rock star in the culinary world.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, and genuinely like will talk to you and discuss things and
he owns Stretch.
stretch. Yeah,
Yeah, I've never been. He's keynote speaker this year at Pizza
yeah.
Expo. You
Yeah.
gonna go? You ever been?
I hope to. It depends on what's happening in Williamsburg, I guess.
Oh, dude, when is that? When's that supposed to open?
We just took possession. I haven't started working yet, so let's say 3 months, 4 months.
So like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is we're eating 10 grand a month, so that's
Ooh, dude, you're already paying rent.
yeah, because we assumed the lease.
Oh yeah, you got to get out of there, dude.
We gotta
get in there.
Get in there.
You
Yeah,
got to get in there.
Yeah, I need to get the kosher place stable, and then I need to start concentrating there. That's
How do you manage that? Because going from like, it seems like the place in Kentucky kind of runs it. It's being.
It doesn't
run
run itself, but David and Laura
it's being
do it.
run.
Yes,
you don't need to be there.
Yep.
But then with a brand new restaurant and then another brand new restaurant and then this restaurant, do you have a game plan, or are you kind of already like, you're not in the kitchen every day here, obviously?
I'm definitely not in the kitchen.
Yeah, like you have an administrative role here.
I knew what was happening, what was coming probably about a year ago. Like, actually, I shouldn't say that. Whenever that came out, like I kind of like, now's the time. Like, we should do it. So I started backing off here. At the same time, when Kentucky opened, I helped build out Kentucky too, so I would go regularly, once or twice a month. And it would just be, maybe Monday through Thursday, and then come back for the weekends. And then we switched it. Okay, now I'll stay for a full week and just won't be here for a week. My team has been awesome here. Like, I do not need to be here.
Yeah.
I still like to be here. There's still certain things I want to, do. But, if I wasn't here today, it would be fine. But as far as the big plan, it's more, I can only do one thing at a time. And I kind of have that kind of paced out. Like, okay, my nightmare is something goes to shit here, something goes to shit in Kentucky, something, and multiple shits at the same time.
Yeah, everyone's getting
I can't
shit
fix all of them.
Yeah.
But again, like, I can't also run all of them either. So, like, people are here that can take on some of the responsibility, and do.
Yeah.
So that's the.
Do you have a general manager here?
We don't know. We're too small. Like, it's just. I think with a second space, we're able to do like an operations or something, like somebody that can kind of do what I do between the spaces.
Yeah.
But paying somebody 40, 50 grand to manage this place, it's not.
It's interesting. I thought that I would have heard more people have GMs. Most people I've talked to, even Frank at Mama's Too, has like 80-person staff. There's no general manager. Since 2021, I've had the privilege of consulting on projects across the country, helping operators fine-tune their dough, systems, and everything in between. I take it seriously because I know what it's like to build something from scratch. It can be terrible and lonely. Plenty of folks reach out just to talk shop, and I'm always down to share what I know. But if you're ready to take things to the next level, the next step of improving or launching your business, I offer a full menu of consulting services, from dough doctoring to dialing in your systems, policies, and workflow. So head over to alexkoons.com to get in touch. Let's build something together. Better pizza for everyone.
That's interesting because he has multiple locations. Yeah.
I
imagine there's going to be more too. So
there's different hierarchies. Yeah. But I get it's a cost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a general manager.
It's tight in New York. I mean, are you running about 10%? Is that kind of your goal for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you just have to scale up, and it's still going to be 10%. But yeah, that's kind of like where the restaurant industry is right now. It's not profitable.
No. That's why I'm hoping that Hims or BetterHelp just comes with the $1 million sponsorship for this podcast, dude.
Yeah.
And I sell hot tongue to Tony, and it becomes a slice house.
Yeah. Well,
just joking.
Kudos on the podcast.
I haven't told that joke in a while. I love hot tongue, and I told myself I'd stop saying shit like that. But it's a funny one.
It's a funny one.
Have you been to Tony's place in San Francisco? Tony G's place?
No, I've walked by it.
It's pretty fucking
I went there
fire.
probably 20 years ago.
It's pretty good.
It was before I really understood who Tony was.
Just a brilliant man.
My first Pizza Expo was right at the start of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Whatever the first one after opening was. I guess I've been aware of it, but.
We were just fortunate.
We went to the one in Vegas, the whatever Pizza Rock.
Pizza Rock, dude.
Yeah.
Not the same. The one. What is that? Shore Beach, Beachwood, North Beach. The one in North Beach. The the amount of styles that man is executing is unbelievable. And it was all good.
I guess to that
You're
end,
doing a lot of styles
Yeah, I guess
over
to
here
that
too,
end,
man. You're like
he is an inspiration to me.
Yeah, you're the Tony G over here.
He does
Brooklyn.
more unique doughs though. Like I rarely do a unique dough. The tavern style I do unique dough, but it's really a riff on our existing.
What temperature are you pressing those things on?
Like 210, 220.
Okay.
Yeah. In Kentucky, we have a dual-sided press,
Nice.
and it's nice. Yeah.
Is it a Prolux?
It is a Dough Express.
The one you have downstairs is that a Prolux? Yeah.
Prolux,
That's
yeah.
the same one I
one's-
have.
That one came out of a Costco, and it's
Damn, there's Prolux at Costco's?
yeah.
What Costco's you guys got going over here, dude?
I shipped it from somewhere. I might have actually shipped it from California.
Damn, I didn't know Prolux sold or Costco sold Prolux.
It looked very nice and shiny. It had all sorts of problems.
You know, it's crazy. Mine was like I fell into the bar pie thing because this wonderful angel named Jeff showed up at my restaurant, and he's actually a photographer, and he just had one sitting in his backyard, and he's like, "Do you want this thing?" It's
Yeah.
like in a tarp under like my backyard, and I was like,
It's a very California thing. There.
"Yes." I was
There's
like,
something in my backyard.
"Fuck yeah, dude, I want that." And he brought it in, we cleaned it up, and I haven't had any problems. But I've told people have asked me what do you do what press do you use for your bar pies?
Yeah.
And I give them the exact model, and I think 3 people have actually bought them, and
Yeah.
all 3 of them
How
have had
thin are you
issues.
pressing? Because we roll out our bar pies,
Yeah.
but the taverns I go to it's like a burrito wrapper type thin
Yeah, no, it looks like a tortilla.
Yeah,
We fry
yeah.
we
tortilla. That's the word I'm looking for.
we fry the shit out of them. I get that thing up to 250, and I dose the thing
The
in
oil.
olive
Yeah.
oil. Just fucking, it's
Yeah.
drowning. There's oil all over the
It
table
goes
when
in-
we're done.
We've been trying to avoid the oil, and you can't. Right?
No, we rip and grip the oil, and then
Yeah.
we coat them in semolina, and then we dry them out, and then
Okay.
they sit in the fridge for 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good. There's not a lot of people, in my opinion, in Los Angeles that are making like a good New Jersey style fucking bar pie.
But what you just said sounds to me more like a tavern, Chicago thin crust, whatever. Maybe the end result is Jersey, because do Jersey people cure their crusts?
I only say Jersey because that's what it reminds me of, like
Of-
the pie I was eating.
Okay. You don't party cut them, right? Square cut.
I square cut them.
Oh, you just square cut them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably
They're
yeah.
square cut.
One thing I
don't-
will say, but it's fucking addictive, isn't it? Like
They
you
are
have one and you're
crunchy,
like,
yeah.
you're like, "Ah."
I only call them a bar pie because my logo, the 3 words with pie and bar
Okay.
lined up.
Yep.
I don't give a shit. Like, it's just a name.
Yeah,
Like
the actual
I
style.
had actually no relationship
Yeah.
with this style at all. I literally just started pressing some of my dough, and I
And
didn't do
doing-
it because then you have the guys that come in and want to talk to me from Chicago. I was like, listen, dude, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
I should know more, but just eat the pizza. It's like New York heads too. It's
Yeah.
like,
But
hey,
at Chicago, having been there to try it, there's the thin crust tavern. There's every place has a unique style. It's not.
it's all different.
It's all different.
Yeah.
It's all different.
I got to make that pilgrimage.
It's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting food town.
Have you had Star Tavern in Jersey?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been Colonial Grill
Yep.
in Connecticut?
Out of the bar pies that I've had, those are 2 probably there. Those 2 and Beekman. I think it's Beekman is the name of the place. I may get the name wrong. It's in Sleepy Hollow. Are kind of like the 3 best I've had so far. Some of them are kind of underwhelming, but
Do you like deep dish?
the
Is that real pizza or is that a casserole?
I haven't had one in a long time.
For
I
good
guess I
reason-
say
for
I
good
don't like
reason.
it. Yeah. Do I like breadier, like pan
Yeah.
pizza? Yeah.
Yeah.
We do Sicilian sometimes. Sicilian and thick crust, it just takes time to proof and space, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Grandma, I lean more into because it's something I can do the same day.
Yeah. I think I'm done. I was par baking Detroit's. I think I'm coming back home after this trip and getting rid of those.
Yeah.
After eating that Mama 2 square, I think cooking from
it-
raw is really the only way.
It's a long bake though. How long does he bake them for? Do you know?
No, but that oven was pretty low. So, yeah, he's probably baking them along. But
it's good. It's good pizza.
Good crunch, man. I could hear the crunches were crunching all around me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what you get with the par bake, but it's a pain in the ass.
Well, with the par
and you
bake,
lose the edges of stuff.
You lose the edge, and it's bread with shit on it. Like it falls apart. Like if the slice falls apart, you can see that it's like a par bake. Like like when it all comes off of a slice. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't happen when you cook it from raw. We'll see. I don't think Andrew or Michael will be excited about that. So let me ask you one more question.
Sure.
If you could go back and give yourself some advice or tell yourself something in 2012, what would that be?
I think it would go back to what we touched on, like believe in yourself. Like, you know, don't doubt yourself. You can do it. Did you have
a hard time with that early on?
Yeah.
A lot of self-doubt?
Yes, because I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
So, you know, anything new, you kind of do that. But it may be maturity too. Like as you get older, you kind of have seen more and understand yourself more, what you should do and are capable of, and what you should avoid, or hand off to other people. You know, that in the last 13 years is
delegation.
Come through. So
you're gonna have to do more and more of that with your with this other shop opening, dude. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk in a year.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
We'll
if I'm in a hospital, you know, it didn't go well.
We'll check back in Williamsburg, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back
Awesome.
when it gets open. Thank you for your time. Thanks for doing this. Excited to meet you. I've been watching on Instagram for a long time.
You know, there's not a huge number of podcasts, but yours is a good one. So
thank you so much, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey y'all, if you love what we're doing here on Pie to Pie, the best way to keep it going is to support the show directly. You can donate, subscribe, or even buy us a coffee. It all helps us keep bringing the real stories from the pizza world straight to your ears and eyes. A little can go a long way as we try to keep bringing you the best of the best. Hit the link in the show notes or visit our Instagram link tree to chip in and help us keep the ovens on. As always, love, trust, and pizza dust. Pie to Pie forever. Let's go.